Okay, it's, even though our clock's gone, it is 5 o'clock, and let me call this meeting of the Utility Services Board to order for Monday, March 9th. And to get started, we'd like to welcome our newest member, Mr. Graham McKean. He'll be joining us, just been appointed by our City Council. We sure appreciate that. Graham, if you'd just take a moment to introduce yourself and let us know a little about your background, that would be great.
Thank you, Kurt. Good to see you. Graham McKean, previously with IU for the last 20 years. My background is in public and environmental health. Have a degree in environmental management and sustainability, and have since done a lot of work with the university and now with the State Department of Health in various public and environmental health programs, everything from food safety to recreational water to drinking water, to communicable disease, hazardous waste. So also taught at IU for 10 years in environmental health science course. And so know a lot about water systems, wastewater systems, how they work. But this is all new to me and just very excited to learn more and assist any way I can.
Graham, we welcome you. We're awfully glad to have you. I had a chance to work with Graham 5 years ago as we went through the COVID journey, and we depended on Graham for his updates and reports every day, sometimes twice a day, as the university made the strategic decisions that it did. We depended heavily on Graham's latest day-by-day updates, and I'm excited that you'll be able to provide that kind of expertise that you've built over the years for the city of Bloomington and our ratepayers and our consumers. So, and you're one of them. So we're glad to have you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, are there any petitions or communications? Whoops. Oh, I've got to get to the mission statement here. Yes. Sorry about that. Just to remind everyone, our mission at the City of Bloomington Utilities is to enhance the quality of life in our community by providing safe, sustainable, high-quality drinking water, wastewater, and stormwater services in a cost-effective manner, promoting public health, environmental and economic vitality, and environmental stewardship. Our vision is that CBU will be the leading municipal water utility organization in Indiana. And just a reminder for our board members, if they have any personal or financial conflict with any issues or individuals on the agenda, then please be sure to recuse yourself during those portions of the meeting. And with that then, we'll start with any petitions and communications from the public. Are there any input from the public? Things to be brought to us? All right, then next is approval of the minutes from the previous meeting. That's February 23rd of 2026. I hear a motion to approve.
I move that we approve the minutes of the previous meeting.
All right, second? Second. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. The minutes are approved. Next is the approval of standard invoices as we get to the claims. And today's standard invoices total $798,780.01. Any questions about the standard invoices for today? All right, do I hear a motion to approve?
I move that we approve the standard invoices.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, standard invoices are approved. Next are our standard utility bills, utility claims list totaling $88,132.76.
I move that we approve the utility claims list.
Second.
All right, any discussion on utility claims? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries for utility bills. Next are wire transfers for March of 26, dated the 9th day of March for $651,647.56.
I move that we approve the wire transfers.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Any other discussion about wire transfers? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, the wire transfers are approved. Next on the agenda is customer refunds for March 13th of 2026, totaling $3,892.26. Any questions on those refunds? Look like we have one vendor there that got caught up with. Yeah, yeah.
That actually was my question. Why were there, what happened with the Hunter property, or Hoosier Court property, that there were so many refunds?
It's just us going back and clean up those inactive accounts, and they just had several accounts that were inactive.
Interesting. That's quite a bit of money for, yeah, that's wonderful, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
So in that instance, the property manager pays the bills, not the
That's my understanding,
tenant?
yes, yeah, that's my
Okay.
understanding.
Thank you.
Okay, any further discussion on customer refunds? All in favor, say aye. Oh, you have the motion, sorry, yes.
I move that we approve the customer refunds.
Second.
Okay, it has been moved and seconded. Any discussion further on customer refunds? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, customer refunds are approved. And let's see, those are all done there. Our next item is the approval of the consent agenda. And I'll call on, I think, right? Call on Kat for that?
Good evening, I'm Catherine Zager, Utilities Director. I'm presenting tonight's consent agenda totaling $10,774.29. The slide is not updated. The first contract is with Electric Plus Inc. for $4,932 to run cables for data for the new EV charger to the data closet. Next is with Brehab Corporation for $5,842.29 for the replacement of VFDs for solids feed pump at the Dillman wastewater treatment plant. Are there any members who wish to consider one or more of these items individually? Hearing none, if there is no opposition, these items will be approved as recommended by staff. Hearing no opposition, the consent agenda is approved.
Okay, thank you. The consent agenda is approved, and it's updated number from what we had on the slide. Next item is the request for approval of on-call service agreement with Springfield Electric Supply Company, and Jose will report on that.
Good afternoon, board members. My name is Jose Fuentes. I'm the purchasing manager here at CBU. We are requesting an on-call contract with Eco Electric. They do low and high voltage work, and what's extremely important is the high voltage for us because of our plants and lift station and booster stations.
All right. Any questions for Jose? All right.
I move that we approve the contract with Eco Electric.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? All right, motion carries. Thank you. Next, then, is the request for approval of on-call service agreement with Harmony Acres Incorporated, also known, doing business as Value Fence Company. Jose.
Yes, I'm requesting this on-call contract with Value Fence. As y'all know, we've had some storms in the past couple of years that have done some damage, and this is just safety, security concern for me, and I just thought it'd be important to have something like this.
These are for fences at our facilities.
Yes, that are plants, booster station, lift stations, and even here at CBU services.
All right.
I move that we approve the on-call services agreement with Harmony Acres.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion on this contract? Okay, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, motion carried. And let's see, next is the request for approval of on-call service agreement with Water Solutions Unlimited Incorporated. Jose?
Thank you again. This is for on-call services with Water Solutions. They work on pumps, fittings, and they also do minor repair on our pumps as well. This would be for our plants as well as our booster and lift stations.
Okay, Jose, this says it's got an expiration date of May 31st of 26.
Is that on the cover memo?
Yeah,
And it's a typo of the cover memo.
all right. What's, how long is the period?
It's a 1 year with three.
One-year term that'll expire at the end, in March of next year with 2 renewal periods for a total of 3 years.
Okay. Am I on the right one here? Let's-
Expire March 27.
Okay. This is with Electric Plus, right? Water Solutions. Water Solutions, okay.
I have a question.
That one's correct. It's the next one that's off. Yeah, go ahead.
So looking at the agreement, I see they're based out of Minnesota. So I'm just wondering, are there local people here that are able to do that, or they come from Minnesota here to do this work? And is that in the
If it's
scope?
not, if I'm not under the impression, there's a one of their companies is based out of Indianapolis.
Okay.
That's
So
just that's the main
signing the
headquarters,
contract.
correct?
Okay, thank you.
All right, anything else? Yeah.
I move that we approve the request for on-call services with Water Solutions Unlimited.
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded for the approval. Any further discussion? And all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, motion carries. And now we're to the request for approval of emergency contract with Electric Plus. And Hector will be joining us for that one. And that's the one I noticed that on the cover memo, we need to make a correction, it looks like. I think.
Maybe not if it's emergency.
If
It
it's,
says date due for signature 3/9/25, so I'd say, yeah, that all needs updated.
Yeah, we have. Good afternoon, Hector Ortiz, Assistant Director Operation. This contract was for an emergency that happened February 5th. Electric Plus, we had a transformer that blew up the breakers, and we have a certified, we have 3 certified electricians from Electric Plus who went there and make it work for that night, and we're still using it. So happy to answer any questions.
okay, so then that is correct, then that the contract would expire by May 31st.
Yeah,
Because the work is done already.
because it's done already, yes.
All right. Very good.
And
So
also
that,
the date before it is also wrong.
well,
Due date
that
for
could
Due date
be.
for signature.
That, yeah, I think that's what threw me off.
Should
That
be 2026, I think.
the due date for
Yeah.
signature is March 9th of 25.
Hi, Chris Wheeler with City Legal. That cover memo is not part of the contract. It's for your information. And I look at a lot of cover memos, and sometimes I put wrong dates on them. That should be for 2026.
Great.
Due
Okay.
date today. That's all that's going on there. So apologies for the typo.
It isn't like we just do 1 or 2 things a meeting, you know, it's,
Right.
there's a lot here. Yeah. Thank you, Chris, for the update there. I didn't think my eyesight was going too bad there yet. Good deal. All right, I think we're ready for a motion.
I move that we approve the request for contract with Electric Plus Incorporated.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded to approve this contract for the transformer switch bypass at Dillman. Any further discussion? All right, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is approved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next is the approval of Resolution 26-04, which is the bid acceptance and contract award for the Monroe Water Treatment Plant Transformer Replacement Project, and Daniel Hudson will report. Dan?
Yeah. I'm Daniel Hudson, Capital Projects Manager for City of Bloomington Utilities, and I'd like the board to consider Resolution 2026-04 for the bid acceptance and a contract award to Empower to replace the very large VFD and transformer for the high service pump number 1 at Dillman. We had 3 bids. We had a special board meeting right before the board on the 23rd, I believe, and Empower came out to be the most responsive and responsible of the 3 bidders, and also the lowest.
Great. All right, any questions for Dan? Looks like some good work here.
I move that we approve the request for a public work agreement with Empower Incorporated.
Second.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Oh, yes, right
The
now.
agreement's next.
We got to do the resolution first. Sorry,
Yes.
we're one ahead. So the resolution is 2026-04.
So I just need to make a motion.
Yeah, for that one, yeah.
I move that we approve Resolution 2026-04.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded, and really this explains the project and gives the
Yes.
resolution that we've agreed to do it.
You agreed to do it. Okay, now we have to,
And then we'll get to the next one.
Next
So,
one.
yeah,
We
We
have
need
to
to
vote.
vote.
yes.
Call the vote.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's approved, the resolution. Now, we'll get to the Public Works Agreement.
okay. I'm Dan Hudson, Capital Projects Manager for the City of Bloomington Utilities, and we have a contract for Empower to do the replacement of the VFD and transformer at the Monroe Water Treatment Plant. This is for high service pump number 1 for $294,500.
All right.
I move that we approve the request for public work agreement with Empower Incorporated.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion or questions from Dan? All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, thank you.
Got some work to do.
Yeah, but
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Okay, next is the request for amendment number 3 to the agreement with Commonwealth Engineers Incorporated. Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin White, Capital Projects Coordinator. Yeah, this is related to the ongoing lift station improvement project. If you all remember, we had a fairly significant savings from the contractor. Instead of just taking that money back, we've moved forward with additional work. And so this amendment to the Commonwealth contract will go towards design related to the Westwood lift station. We set up a flow monitor at that location, showed we've got quite a bit more flow going into the lift station than originally anticipated, and then there was some additional growth in the area. So between those two, it's gonna take a significant amount of engineering work to redesign that lift station to accommodate the flows. And the amendment for $30,430 will bring the new not to exceed up to $697,600.00. We'll also add 1 year to the expiration date of the contract with Commonwealth. They've already began the design, but by the time they do the design, and there's lead times for some of the parts, pumps and pipe, whatnot, related to the lift station, they felt comfortable with the year time frame. Happy to answer any questions.
Okay, any questions? No lift station improvements? All right,
I move that we approve the amendment number 3 on the lift station improvement contract with Commonwealth Engineers.
Second.
okay, it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Next is the request for approval of Resolution 2026-03 to designate surplus property for auction or worthless surplus.
Hello, Chris Wheeler, City Legal. We, as a board, see this resolution roughly monthly. We didn't have one brought to the board for February, but this is the February surplus list for items identified by CBU as either worthless surplus or items that are eligible for auction. And we would ask the board to approve the resolution so that these items can be appropriately taken care of.
Do we do a normal auction? Regular auction, or?
There are sites available online, government auction sites. The city has an auction that it conducts. So I don't know how regularly they're doing that anymore, but CBU will either designate an item for auction and put it up for auction. First thing we do actually is we will make the items like office furniture and other supplies and things like that that might still be worth some other department using. We'll allow other departments an opportunity to take over those items, and if they don't want them, then they'll go to auction. The other items that are just worthless surplus, we discard.
Very good.
So items, let's say like the vintage green filing cabinet, that might get some dollars. So like, do you leave that here, or is there the designated place with the city that you take that to? And then if somebody, or if it's here, like if somebody buys it, they just show up and be like, I'm here for the vintage cabinet, or what?
Yeah, if we auction it off, it's online. It'll stay here until the person that buys it comes to pick it up on their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Better get on that.
Yeah.
Hey, it's going to be a hot item about the third week of August, let me tell you.
How about those calculators that have been decommissioned?
It's kind of like our clock over there, isn't it? Huh?
Fix the clock.
It
You don't
won't,
wanna see the clock on it.
it won't be in the surplus sale?
No, it
No,
won't be.
no.
Okay.
All right, any other questions for Chris? All right,
All right, I move that we approve the request for surplus property donation
Second.
auction.
all right, it's been moved and seconded. Any other discussion? All right, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, that is our surplus property designated approved.
you.
Thank you, Chris. All right, next item then is any old business from the board we need to discuss? Any new business? Oh, we're gonna go to staff for old business?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I think this fits in old business. So we had our field hearing with the IURC on February 25th. I think it went really well. We had good press attention from the B Square Bulletin afterwards. There were 3 testimonies from the public, 2 of which were from the business community, and 1 was from Southern Monroe Water Authority. Yeah, it went well.
I know that one of the speakers from the business community was Eric Spoonmore from the Chamber of Commerce. Who was the other?
The owner of Heartworks Brewing.
Owner of Heartworks Spring. Okay. Okay. And then, and the other person you said
That
was the,
Rodney Ira with Southern Monroe Water Authority.
okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you. And I've asked Kat this question in email, but that was not recorded, correct? So we can't watch that, the public can't see that. It was just simply an in-person meeting.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
I looked for a recording.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
They did record it, but I don't know if it becomes public. I mean, they're not a video recording, but they had a transcriber there.
Oh, yes, there was like
Court
transcripts.
court reporter.
Court
Okay.
reporter, but not like a video
Yeah.
recording.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I attended as well, and I've got some notes on the 3 presentations. I don't have them with me; they're in my other book. But
Can you give us the Cliff's Notes
well,
version?
I'd say there was the one speaker was what was his name? That the first speaker
Rodney.
was
Driver.
really speaking in favor about how we needed to do a good work. Is that a good assessment?
Yes.
Okay. And then, of course, Eric Spoonmore from the Chamber discussed the impact to the business community overall, particularly the discussion about the fact that large users are going to have to absorb a very large percentage of the increase, and that's concerning from the economic development perspective. And then the owner of Heartwork Brewing, she made a very good case about how this would be better phased if we could, but of course we couldn't. You know, I would have loved to have explained. I did before the meeting, discussed with both of them about how we can't do this by inflation adjustment each year, and so these 4-year spans that we have to take make it more difficult. But she was explaining the difficulties of operating in a small business with the ups and downs, and how the IURC should take that into consideration. And those were all good points. And it was a very official meeting that the state puts on. So very good points by all 3 speakers.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Any other old business from the board or staff?
Yes. So I'm gonna put this in old business as well. So on January 29th, the board meeting of January 29th, this board approved an update to rules and regulations at section 24.2, adding a new measure that CBU may consider for extension of sewer outside of city limits. I think there's been some discourse around this recently, so I just wanted to offer to answer any questions about it. I was not able to attend that meeting, but it's really just adding it identified a circumstance where we would allow for sewer extension outside of city limits, very specifically for development that's been identified by the City of Bloomington Economic and Sustainable Development as a strategic economic development site that would contribute specifically to job creation and wage growth. So I just wanted to make sure that was clear. I know that you had voted on this on January 29th, and I'm sure there was great discussion then that I unfortunately missed, but I know there's been some discourse around it, so I just wanted to make that clear and offer any additional discourse.
Thank you, Kat. I think maybe you've seen some of the media reports about how the mayor's office is seeing this as an opportunity to support large economic development projects. And glad that we could provide the support for that back in January. Jim?
But it is true that it still needs to meet the contiguity requirement? No,
No.
I misremembered. Thank you.
And it does not include residential. These are targeted economic development projects.
Yes.
Thanks for the update. All right, next is new business. Any new business from the board? New business from staff? No? Well, we just had a subcommittee, so subcommittee report.
Yeah, we had two great presentations. The first was by Steve Stanford on the pre-treatment program annual review. In his presentation, he gave a background and history of the pre-treatment program, the Clean Water Act, and the objectives of that. We learned in his presentation that we are one of 47 municipalities in the state that is designated as a control agent, which has the legal authority to oversee pre-treatment in the area. With that, it controls funding, local limits, significant industrial users, and an enforcement response plan. Of note, there weren't many violations, and the violations that were in there were corrected promptly. So, very thorough report, and another testament to our transparency for our community. Then we had the State of the Storm 2026 from Liz Carter. In that, she discussed the great achievements of the MS4 program that she's headed for a couple years. We had 21 outreach events in 2025, which are educational events around the community with IU, with schools and things like that. She also discussed discharges and enforcement of construction sites, pre-construction, post-construction. Let's see what else my note says. And she also established goals for 2026, which operates around improving the post-construction mandates and enforcement as well. One thing of note that we had discussed last year, I believe, was permit fees, and in 2025, CBU was able to collect $10,000 in permit fees, which was collected by 9 permits that were issued. Already this year, in the 2 months and change, we've had about 25 to 30. So the permit fees should increase this year. And as I said, another great presentation and testament to our transparency and our mission and goal of being the premier utility in the state.
That's a good report. Thank you, Seth. I think Environmental Committee heard a lot of good things today. It's a good update for 2026. Any questions for Seth or anyone else that was in attendance? All right, thank you. Any other subcommittee reports? I don't think we have any others since the last 2 weeks. Staff reports.
Yeah. So we would like to welcome Savannah Stillians, our newest communications operator. And we would like to congratulate Christian Eberly, who's being promoted to Utilities Mechanic 2.
Great.
Congratulations.
Good news. Thank you. Thank you, Kat. Any other petitions or communications? All right. Matt, I'd sure like to thank the city council for your latest appointment. We're glad to have Graham with us. Thank you for your help getting that through the process.
Sure. Briefly, we're excited about Graham's appointment as well. I apologize that it took us 2 months to get through it. We have a bit of a clunky process with interview committees and recommendations that to do appropriate vetting that I think the board requires or warrants did take us a minute. But I'm glad we got there, and I'm glad for Graham's service.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. All right.
Speaking of which, is it kind of baptism by fire that we just throw him into this, or does somebody meet with him to
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of say?
Oh, we'll get together maybe, but
Oh, good.
it'll be
Okay.
after my first meeting. So.
Yeah, Rachel has, Rachel's sent him a nice introductory memo with
Good.
all the background and when we meet and scheduling and things. And I'm sure we'll set up a time with Chris to do the normal orientation.
I got a nice packet of materials
Okay.
to review as well.
Well, fabulous. We haven't had a new board member in so long, and I was kind of like, what do we do, you know? So I hope,
You tell me.
well, hopefully we'll, and I guess just in terms of too, if there's something that does come up, don't hesitate to ask and say, hey, you know, how are we doing this?
Sure.
No.
I'm sure I'll have more questions.
Great.
Thank you, Anna. Good question. Great. Well, and welcome again, Graham. Any other items for our board? All right, then we'll stand adjourned. Thank you, everyone.